Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
I'm Shane.
And we are back with Marvel's What If. Do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, it was what if T'Challa was Star-Lord? And what if Chris Pratt just worked at Dairy Queen?
Yep.
And it ended with his dad, Kurt Russell, can't remember his character in the show.
Ego.
Yeah, coming in to, I think, recruit him.
Well, you remember what happened in the movie, right?
I remember he was actually a bad guy. I only saw it once.
Well, he was trying to get his son to join him and kind of...
Yeah, like a Vader
be
thing.
another one of him, essentially. Yeah.
Because his mom was a human, his dad was a...
whatever they were.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that the Collector is, but I can't remember.
Okay. In the episode, it showed that if T'Challa was Star-Lord, he would completely change the trajectory of a lot of different Marvel characters, such as Thanos, importantly.
Yeah, very positive thinking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What's funny is the show kept going back with Thanos talking about it's not really genocide because it's random.
And it's efficient.
Yeah.
And I might add, it's efficient.
Yeah. And it was just a really
Captain genocide.
It was a really cool what if, you know?
It was. It was very lighthearted, very correct or appropriate tone for T'Challa, for Chadwick Boseman's departure.
Yeah.
It was kind of a nice send-off for him.
It was. And I realized this when I was editing it, and we didn't talk about it. Maybe you realized it, didn't say anything. But when he was getting shot at by the Collector guy, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Benicio del Toro.
He's jumping around,
doing flips,
kind of like Black Panther. Yeah. So, like, he's bringing that to Star-Lord. He has that instead of, like, the guns, I guess, right?
He had a gun.
Okay, was it the same one?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he had a gun. I thought he did. At one point, maybe he just picked up someone else's gun. I know he had the little rocket boots. Because he used those to do the flying knee.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell you want to call that.
And the Centurion guy, who is the black dude from Gladiator.
Yeah.
Like, he joined the crew, and he's like, we don't define a relationship. We're best friends.
Yeah.
No, it was a great episode.
Star-Lord.
And I wasn't even thinking, because we were kind of thinking yesterday it's a send-off, but, like, if they do an Avengers-style event, we might see more of Chad Boseman. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Look forward to the next one. Okay.
On a Monday.
There was an idea to bring together a group of
remarkable people to see if they could become something more. I know, I've heard this. Which is why I'm surprised you'd want to bet the future of the Avengers Initiative on that.
Stark may be eccentric, but he's got potential. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to exit the donut.
I told you, I don't want to join your super secret boy band.
No. See, I remember you do everything yourself.
I get it.
Hit him.
What'd you just do to me?
What did we just do for you? It's going to take the edge off. You okay? Stark.
He's dead.
Humanity.
What the fuck?
Oh, fuck.
To face the impossible.
On a Tuesday.
Sir, we found it.
Tell the team I'm en route.
I didn't kill him.
Save your spin for Pierce. I want you in New York first.
That asshole.
Yeah.
This wasn't me.
I know that. My hands, like yours, are tied. Someone inside S.H.I.E.L.D. compromised Stark's antidote.
Hey, they see that shit.
Yeah. Cast his asshole guards so they have to
Be asshole
be
oblivious.
asshole.
That one guy, I like him. I've always liked him.
The guy that was an asshole?
Wow, so serious.
The head guy.
Yeah, the asshole.
Maybe we should get some tunes going.
Now she's being an asshole.
Mind holding these for me?
Of course,
What?
come on! It's extremely powerful, and not from around here. Also, no one can lift it. Not even Jackson. And he does CrossFit.
Something that powerful goes missing.
Whoa. I got visual on the intruder. He's a Caucasian male, mid-20s with
Long
really
flowing
great
locks.
Excuse me?
It's an accurate description. Sir, he's gorgeous.
I need eyes in the sky.
Whoa. Coulson wasn't lying about the hair. Nice.
Damn it, Martin. I told you to stand down.
I don't slip. I don't misfire.
Martin. Barton, Coulson, get a medic.
How could this...
Robert Redford.
Who did you let in here?
Off and everybody.
Think so?
Stay with me. Barton had a wife and kids. If he was gonna go, it wouldn't be willingly. I also have a space corpse that looks like a Chippendales dancer rotting on the next table over.
Wow. Even while rotting, he smells like lavender.
Really?
Still, there's no one connected.
His name is Dr. Bruce Banner.
I'm here about Tony Stark. I believe he was murdered.
Aerosmith's daughter.
By whom? Whatever it wasn't biological. Your antidote didn't even make it out of the syringe. It looks to me like a tiny projectile of some kind was fired from the needle.
Barton's dead. I know what he meant to you.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you in there.
Move.
No need for violence, Agent Romanoff.
Yes!
That's probably
It's
not
definitely him,
gonna
isn't
work
it?
out
Yeah.
For anyone.
Mark Ruffalo.
Director, sensors are reporting a massive
Ah!
damage. Seems like it's out of nowhere.
What are you seeing, Coulson?
Meteorological phenomenon of some kind.
You seem to have lost your way.
You would do best to kneel before a god.
We don't really do that here.
I am Loki, Crown Prince of Asgard, the rightful king of Jotunheim, and... You're gonna take that. I'm in the middle of something here.
I sort of can't die.
It is looks like the school too from this movie.
What exactly is it that brought you here, Mr. Loki?
Vengeance. An agent of this planet murdered Thor, Odin's son.
Hey! Don't shoot! Who the hell opened fire? Not us, sir. We're clear.
Bruce, it's okay. We're okay, right? I'll get you out of this. I swear on my life.
And make him look
Director
shit.
Fury, you failed to comprehend the enormity of the situation.
Oh, I'm comprehending all right. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Such
Oh, fuck.
But he can't die. He can't die.
We have the same enemy here. The person who killed your brother also killed two of my people.
I'm not telling you my password, Romanoff.
Why not?
Because I'm not. Hashtag Steve. I heart Steve. 0704.
Wow. Good one, Coulson.
What?
Nothing. You won't win. Not against me. Not against S.H.I.E.L.D.
You found me. You know what to do.
Fury, it's hope! It's all about hope!
It's hope! It's all about hope!
I'm not the only Avenger left.
Is that a beeper? From the 90s?
Also our last hope. Hope. If it isn't Hank Pym.
The balls you have to come here and stand over her grave.
Oh, don't worry about her.
Huh.
I
I don't know
doubt
his
she's
voice.
mine.
Can't
She died because of you.
Agent Hope Van Dyne was killed on a mission.
She was my daughter, my little girl. She missed her mother, and you exploited that. She died the same way her mother did, doing S.H.I.E.L.D's dirty work. You took everything from me.
Makes sense.
I wanted you to hurt. To witness everything you ever
You're a little
worked for,
man. Fucking up all your shit.
Yeah.
fought for, hoped for. His death was a favor. Yours will be a triumph.
That's pretty cool.
You never cared about hope.
I don't give a damn about any of it.
That's Loki. I think it's Loki.
Go in. Come on.
Can Loki?
How are
It's gotta be there.
Yeah.
People willing to give their lives for something greater than themselves. Agent Hope Van Dyne understood that, and she will never be forgotten.
Then you honor her. I was thinking I might extend my stay here on Midgard.
For how long?
In just one day's time, the nations of Earth have put aside their differences and united under my command. It's the unspoken truth. The bright lure of freedom hobbles you, diminishes your life's joy. Made to be ruled.
He has such a great voice.
So I
believe that in this universe, as in every other, hope never dies.
There you go.
Welcome back, Captain.
So, where's the fight?
I thought she jumped out of the portal in the first one.
What?
In the first...
No, you fool! That was Captain Marvel.
I knew that was Captain Marvel, but the shield.
The shield is obviously Captain America.
Yeah, but didn't she have the
She
shield?
found Captain America's ship, or whatever it was, that froze in the ice, and she appeared too. Both of them.
I thought she had it when she jumped in the portal.
It's Captain America in the ice!
Why is she in the ice?
It's not Captain Carter!
Why isn't it?
Because it's not taking place in the same What If.
Okay, I thought it was. I thought they're all going to unite together, and then we're going to have Star-Lord.
Obviously not.
It feels like this is ending on a cliffhanger.
A lot of them did.
This feels like a real cliffhanger. I don't know. Okay.
The last one ended on a cliffhanger.
That's why I think they're united.
They're not. And they might be eventually, but in this one's a separate universe.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Well, fuck. Guys, that was a reaction. We're back here for the discussion. So, yeah, I was confused. I kind of felt like they're gearing up to put all these guys together, but you don't think they are.
No, because it's obviously a different Captain America. Presumably the same one, because every other hero was the same person.
Yeah.
That they were in the original universe.
Yeah.
So, and he's in the ice.
Yeah, okay, that's why I was confused, so...
And Captain, we said, welcome back, Captain. I mean, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I knew Captain Marvel because he had the pager, and I obviously have seen that movie, that monstrosity.
Yeah, well, it's Captain Marvel. She came back at the exact same time that he found Cap.
What did you think of the episode?
That was pretty good. I still don't think. I don't know. The first one was really funny. It was really funny because of that shitty guy.
Yeah.
You know, and the whole sexist thing he had going on.
Yeah.
And Howard Stark.
Yeah.
Made it really good.
Yeah.
The second one was good, but there was a lot of feel-goodery.
Yeah.
But it was still good. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy setting.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the Collector's performance. I like Benicio del Toro a lot, but I don't like how they changed that character a little bit from kind of an understated character to kind of a grandiose, beefy villain. But and this one, I liked it, and I liked the whole cat and mouse scenario. I kind of wish. I mean, I guess in the end, Hank Pym was still kind of the bad guy, but Loki is the ultimate evil that kind of took over.
So I've never seen any of the Ant-Mans.
Yeah.
I want to. They look good.
I watched the first one.
Yeah.
I liked it. I fell asleep during the second one.
Okay.
And I remember kind of liking it.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I got...
What's her name?
Evangeline Lilly?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
She's a good-looking woman.
Yeah. She's great in Lost.
Yeah, and what the fuck's his name?
Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
He's really cool with that, man.
He's funny,
He's kind of just a loser.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that about that character because everyone else is always this fucking badass. And he's actually just a professional thief or an ex-con. And I liked that dynamic because normally there are always these, heartthrobs or people with these horrible tragic pasts, and he's just like a fucking ex-crook.
Yeah.
That he kind of falls into it.
No,
and, I like Michael Douglas a lot, so it was cool to see his character at least. I don't know.
So he was a bad guy there, and he's a bad guy here.
No, he's a good guy. Evangeline Lilly is his daughter. That's his daughter.
Hope
in the movies.
Okay.
And no, I take that back. No, that's right. Yeah, that's his daughter, and his wife. See, I was thinking for some reason that it was his wife, because his wife in the movies had died, presumably.
Okay.
But it was during, I don't know if it was, I think it was during a mission. Because
Okay.
they can go on down to a quantum level, and she presumably died.
Oh, yeah.
She comes back. And I thought that that's who they were talking about with Hope, because I don't remember a lot of it, evidently.
Okay.
But,
so in this, she either hasn't come back yet,
well,
or she did die.
Well, if it's Hope, and if that's his daughter's name, which, like I said, I can't remember, but it's the way it made it seem like it's just like
her mother.
The mother gave her life or whatever.
Yeah.
So
That'd be a shitty thing.
Yeah, so Hank was destroyed by his daughter's death after his wife's death, and so they kind of made that be the kind of straw that broke the camel's back.
All right.
And
no, okay.
just imagine like a shitty little guy just doing that shit to all these people.
Well,
and it makes sense because he's a genius, and he could pull all that off if he turned evil.
Okay.
So it was a clever choice for the villain.
So do you think Nick Fury could beat Natasha?
No.
No, yeah, I liked it. It was definitely a lot more serious.
A lot darker.
They all died.
Yeah, they did, except Cap and Mark.
Yeah. So it was surprising to me that Tony Stark died. I was like, oh, okay, I guess he's dead. And then they all just were dying.
They all just kept dying off.
Yeah, it's actually, it makes me feel weird because the OG guys make the movies so great.
Well, now they can do this because they've already, made their stamp.
Yeah,
so to speak.
I was trying to string together what the deaths had in common. You know what I mean? But it basically shows you he just shrinks down to microscopic. And what does he do when he goes to the needle for Tony Stark? It was just him. What was he fucking shit up in there?
I guess he must have. Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucked up his heart. Thing or what?
Yeah. And then of course,
but it makes sense that he could kill Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Because he can just shrink down and go into the cell.
Yeah.
Kill him. And
that's such a shitty thing to do.
It's the hell of a thing. It just reminds me of something that would bother you mostly.
Some wretched little shit shrinks down. Some little coward shrinks down like that. Yeah. One of the coolest things about it, because I gather enough from Marvel's Endgame to kind of understand, what that character is, what he can do. So I get it. Yeah, I mean, that's why I never went back and watched the movies, even though I wanted to.
They're just enjoyable movies.
Yeah, but the fact that they can still retain their hit as if they're...
Well, it's kind of like they shrink in size, but they maximize in strength, kind of like an ant has like 10 times, etc. I don't know all the quantum physics that make it so, but...
That's really cool.
That's the whole idea.
What do you think of the worst death?
I mean, the Hulk's is pretty fucking bad. Thor just got shot with an arrow.
Yeah.
Tony, you don't really know what happened to him. You don't really know what happened to Hawkeye.
They all
Natasha just gets beat to death pretty much.
It probably was the worst.
Yeah, you don't really see what happens to her.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Hulk had it swelling up and fucking...
Yeah, to feel that?
Yeah, your heart just expanding and your whole body just blowing up.
Yeah.
His looked the worst.
It definitely did, yeah. So,
the Natasha dying, her death kind of reminded me of the comedian's death in The Watchmen in the beginning.
Yeah.
When Ozymandias is just kind of toying with him, just beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And eventually, which I don't know if that was kind of an honor thing, because the comedian's trying to break out in the movie anyway, because you don't see it in the comics.
Yeah.
But in the movie, he's throwing these fucking like cleavers at him and knives and shit.
Yeah.
And using all these weapons, and Ozymandias just is beating him down physically. Yeah. So I don't know if that was a matter of pride.
Yeah.
Because Ozymandias is that kind of guy, but Natasha's death kind of reminded me of that.
Have you seen the movie Contagion?
No.
Well, Kate Winslet's character, she's kind of like going on this investigation. She works for the CDC to try to figure out what is this virus that is, where did it come from, how can we cure it, and how can we track it. And she's a big part of the movie, and she's doing the investigation, just like Natasha was. And in the middle of the movie, she dies. So that reminded me of her character, actually.
So if you had to pick a movie death, what would it be? How you go out, and it can't be like Mammy Pammy dying in your sleep.
You want to get yours out of the way
like
first?
Some romance. No, well, actually, I was going to think of horrible ways to die. And first thing that comes to my mind is being eaten by an animal.
I wouldn't want that. I'll tell you that. I don't know.
I'm sure there are long, drawn out, horrible ways to die that people experience all the time, like cancers.
Yeah, I don't want to die like that at all.
Yeah, just that extended suffering. I mean, I guess
you wither away, and that's how people
compare
remember
that to being mauled by like a bear or a shark for twisted apart by an alligator or a crocodile, or constricted to death and swallowed up, maybe alive by a giant snake, or the bear dragging you off in the fucking woods, just like in Annihilation.
That thing was a different kind of bear.
It was, but it's still the same idea of how it killed the girl, though. There's a bear attack in that, and there's a bear attack in The Edge, and they're both horrible ways to go.
You seen but the Revenant had the craziest one, man.
Well, he got ripped apart and shit, but in The Edge,
he killed the bear. Yeah.
But he killed the bear. But in The Edge, that fucking guy, there's Alec Baldwin, Anthony Hopkins, and I don't remember the guy's name that's with them. It's the black guy.
Yeah.
He's the first one to die.
Yeah.
No, he's not, because the pilot died.
Okay.
He died in the plane crash. But
I can Hatchet.
What's that?
Like in Hatchet.
Like in Hatchet?
Did you read Hatchet?
Yeah, but he had a heart attack in that. This pilot died because a fucking flock of geese flew into their plane.
That's fucking
and
terrible.
Fucked everything, fucked the plane up, and then they crashed, and the pilot died.
Okay.
Or drowned or something. I can't remember if he died when the geese flew into the fucking plane.
Yeah.
I don't know, but anyway, the Tyrannosaurus is biting you and fucking ripping you apart to shreds.
Well, I just watched The Lost World.
Yeah.
And Eddie, good old Eddie, he died though saving the other guys.
He did, but he got ripped in half.
He did,
and,
but
he was still probably kind of alive when he was ripped in half.
He probably
Robert
was.
Muldoon, the point is you are alive when they start to eat you.
Well, Velociraptors would be really bad.
Yeah.
Well, then those Velociraptors. Yeah.
Yeah. Which are more like a Deinonychus.
Yeah.
Than a Velociraptor. Deinonychus house. But anyway, Quentin Jaws. Fucking shark's biting his legs, and he's like slowly going into its mouth, and it's biting down on him, and finally it crushes his chest with his teeth, and he's spitting blood everywhere, and then it drags him off into the water.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I mean...
So for me, The Beast on NBC...
Squid?
That would be fucking awful.
Well, hell yeah. I mean, you might drown before it eats you. Maybe.
The idea that
or it would
thing.
crush you. But the beak would be the worst part.
When that guy's in that little submarine... And it's like,
that'd be a bad way to go.
That movie scared the shit out of me.
No, you're dying.
I remember my dad sent me to bed, and I opened the door to my bedroom, kept it open, just was like, sitting on the floor in the hallway listening to it, like shivering.
Well, answer the question.
Well, how would I choose to die in my sleep peacefully?
No, I told you can't pick that. You can't pick something out of a romance movie where like the Notebook, where he's like his old lady dies, and he's like she just dies with her, and it's a nice, happy, rosy ending. You don't get that.
Okay.
It's gotta be a violent death.
Can I just go skydiving and land like that?
No, because you can't get. What example is there of a major character that dies that way in a movie?
There's a show.
Major character.
He's a fiance of a major character.
No, it doesn't count.
It's Hillary's fiance. In
doesn't count.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Does not count.
All right.
Yes, Trevor!
I like to die in a way where I'd impact people positively.
But it'd still be a violent shitty death.
I could live with...
Like, imagine like Bud, you're getting bit in the fucking face by this...
That was kind of unceremonial.
It was unceremonial, but it'd still be a horrible way to go.
Oh, it would be horrible. And that's why it was unceremonial to
me.
Because he's this badass. He goes out like that. Like a sneak thief with a fucking snake in a suitcase. Sneak thief with one eye.
But it was still the same idea.
That one,
it was the same idea, though, of what he did to Beatrix. Because he was kind of like the snake in the case when she came for him.
Yeah, but fucking then Beatrix should have did to him, not fucking this other chick.
Well, that was the romance. That was the irony of it.
Yeah.
Because she did that to him because he was a bushwhacking piece of shit.
Yeah.
That did that to
she should do it to herself. She was there too.
What?
B was not B. What's
L driver?
Yeah.
She wasn't there when Bud did it to Beatrix.
But she was there when they shot her on her wedding day.
Yeah, but that wasn't why L did that to Bud. L did that to Bud because of when Bud was waiting in the trailer.
Yeah.
And Beatrix showed up to kill him.
Yeah.
And then she opened the door and he just shoots her.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting her like the other two did.
Was that her only reason?
But Veronica or Copperhead. She didn't. She still tried to shoot Beatrix.
Yeah.
Fast one, but she fought her first, I guess.
Yeah, I guess Elle was like.
I mean, Elle's still a sneaky bitch.
Yeah.
But my point is, there was the idea behind that.
I guess she did a little more honorably. Yeah, she tried to fight her. I mean, Bill goes out like a badass.
Bill goes out like the most badass of them all.
Yeah.
I mean, because there was an understanding between him and Beatrix, but at the same time, they had unfinished business, and they both knew it.
Yeah.
And he went out like a man.
That'd be a great way.
With dying like Bill, the fight.
Well, I mean, just to have that forgiveness and understanding and an impact on. Yeah, I think that'd be nice.
Very romantic of you. Die like Robert Muldoon.
No, I wouldn't want to die like that at all. No. Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick Bud. If I wouldn't pick Bud, I'd pick.
I didn't say you had to pick Bud. I'm just saying if you had to pick a horrible way to die from a movie.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine there's a level of pain that goes with it.
Well, hell yeah, there is.
Yeah, but like when the heart stops, I'm sure he's not feeling pain much longer.
No, but it's like with any of them.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
you're just like stating the obvious for many of these people. I mean, like the comedian, when he gets killed, he gets tossed out of a window. He's getting the shit kicked out of him most of the time, but he gets thrown out the window. The minute he hits the ground, it's done.
Yeah.
He was not going. There's not much more suffering after that because everything's just done.
I think the terror of being swallowed by a snake and knowing that's coming, to me, might almost outweigh the shark deal.
Yeah, the shark deal will be a very high adrenaline rush, very fast paced. You would think because you're in the water, you're kind of helpless.
Yeah. In
that situation, and this thing is just gonna fucking chomp on your ass.
Yeah.
We're getting lost here when we're gonna do what we did last night, but I like this episode. I did. It's almost stereotypical though because there's a lot of what ifs. It's like what if the bad guys won?
Yeah.
I think there's a book. Well, I mean, Man in the High Castle is what if the bad guys won?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the book series. But there's a version where the Confederates won.
Okay.
In the Civil War.
Yeah.
Which is very unrealistic, probably, on how it would work out in terms of history.
Yeah.
But with the Nazis, though, I mean, yeah, if they had won, I'm sure they would have kept going. And
yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about.
Kept taking more and more shit and exterminating more and more people.
How do you think
they were efficient?
I mean, the Nazis and the Japanese. How do you think? How do you think that would have worked out?
Well, it's cool. It's interesting you asked that because in Man in the High Castle, which I've seen, they play that out, their relationship after the war.
Yeah,
and after then, kind of the spoils of war, what each of them got, and their relationship unfurls after that. Okay. Because the Nazis they're not technically pro-Japanese. It's probably more advantageous for them to ally with Japan at the time during the war, but ultimately they're nationalist, racist motherfuckers that probably look at the Japanese as a subhuman species. So
but I mean the Japanese, man, they were terrible as well.
The Japanese were terrible during that war.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people don't remember that, but they did things. There's a journal entry, I can't remember what it was, and there's this movie with Christian Bale called The Flowers of War. Mm-hmm. You heard of it?
No.
Well, it's just about the Japanese. I'm pretty sure they were in China. Yeah. They were raping so many people. Mm-hmm. This Nazi officer was like, "Hey, I had to stop all these rapes, like 2 or 3 a night." And he talked about it. Just they're reprehensible people. Yeah. And I'm not sure every Nazi was an exterminator. Some were just probably soldiers, and then but
it's probably like that with any army.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Any evil empire throughout all of mankind's history, and you can probably go back and look at any empire in all of mankind's history and say that they were probably overall pretty evil people.
Yeah.
So you can't just say, well, these were the good guys and these were the bad guys.
Yeah.
Because there are even records of these people that lived on islands out in the middle of nowhere that still ended up fucking eating each other.
Yeah.
So you have those theoretical situations a lot where what if these bad guys won?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool to see Hank Pym in the villain role. Mm-hmm. So that was an interesting choice that I liked. But and I liked the ending. I never saw the Captain Marvel movie. You saw it and you didn't like it. You didn't appreciate it for what they were trying to do with it.
Not really. It was.
You didn't say it was a bad movie, but you said it was a.
I said I didn't like it.
Yeah, you didn't like it. So I don't plan on watching it.
Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, I'm already past most of that. I've already seen her jump into the game late and start whooping ass.
Yeah.
It's fine because I haven't read the comics and she might just be that way in the comics.
Maybe, yeah.
But I mean, I think that we know that this probably isn't going to go much farther in the next episode. They're going to come up with something completely different. I wonder if later episodes if they're going to play into the multiverse theory shit, or if they're just going to let all these be standalone stories.
Well, one thing I do know is there was a shot of all of them in a circle, like
all the major characters from each episode.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of thought they were all together.
Well, in this one, no. But these people, the major players, Fury, Coulson, Marvel, Cap, might come back for that.
Yeah, so maybe like they're plucked out of their particular universe and put into...
Well, you could be right that the Nick Fury and the Captain Carter episode could be the same Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of... Why is Nick Fury the same in every one?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of idea. I mean, why is everything else changing but Nick Fury's the same?
Yeah. Yeah, to me, I think I feel like they need to bring it to head and have them all do an Avenger team up, because all the old Avengers died and all the what ifs, and they take this B team and make a cool B team what if.
Well, the first episode didn't leave us with a major recurring villain, or a villain that could be recurring.
Yeah.
The second episode left us with Ego and Chris Pratt's character, the old Star-Lord, and then this episode leaves us with Loki.
Yeah.
So, and Hank Pym, but he's
dead.
Gone.
Or
Hank Pym didn't die, but he went to jail or wherever.
Old folks home.
What's that?
Old folks
home.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked it, and I'm just wondering what they're building up to, because they've taught me to think that way.
I don't really think that way because I'm just taking it as I get it.
Yeah.
It's like beer at the store, man. You drink it when you got it.
That's it.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you like what we do, like and subscribe wherever the buttons are down there. Comment, leave your thoughts below. Let us know something, anything. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. If you don't, you won't.